From the 44, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
X3, 218, chopper. Check, crouch, under, crouch.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Kamara. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
You're good. Ready.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Alert, alert. Just check it. He's 3 points down. He's coming.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
Can I see?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Saints 10, Texans nothing.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
56, Mike, 56. Tackle. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
44, Mike, 44. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. 45.
From the gun on third, Watson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Here we go. 47 Mike. Time to go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You kill. Just like that. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Here we go. No. Off. Check. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Ready, catch.
On the ground, Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
65. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, get in the weight room. 56. The blue boy's down. He's coming. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Go.
Watson now. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let him know. Switch.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
47, Mike 47. Come off the ball. Hey, 31. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check tight. Check tight.
Watson to throw again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Focus up. 19. All day, baby, all day.
Watson on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime in the first of two here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow Wadey, Yellow Wadey. Ricky. Kill.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Hey, kill. Hey, switch gears. Ready, cut.
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check, 47. Watch the screen. I can afford. Check three. Hey, motion backfield. Both sevens to Mike.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
27 Mike. Line him up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
SOS. Any weapon. SOS. Jim.
Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 70 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Penny, a 1st down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Touchdown, defense.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. There's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun, looking deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot, he took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Ginn. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Over. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, wahoo. Wait, tonight.
Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Mike 55. Bravo. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go. Sammy. It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Under. Check. Got four down. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
5-9. Slam. Hey, two kill. 53.
Now Breeze again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 68 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop Right at the line.
David Onyemata brought him down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
A give. This is Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
44 is the mic. 44.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Check that.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Look. Where's 52? 52's the mic. Double dog. That's the way. 52. Out to go.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Watson now, throwing again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
3rd and long.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike, 54.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 95, 56. 55, come on. Hey, kill.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.